Grand Rising, Curtis. Curtis, you are brilliant. Could it be that every source we're drawing from is wrong because the word also states that every man be a liar and God be the truth? Curtis, I say that this is a brilliant statement because it has such a deeper connotation to it. Yes, your book, the Christian Bible, does says that every man is a liar. It also says that every thought from man is evil. But the conundrum is this. You also expect and say that this book is divinely inspired, that the men who wrote it because God inspired them to write it. Yet, we know that the book is filled with things that only work during a certain culture. We know it's also filled with things that we would never even consider least likely moral in today's culture. For instance, if a man rapes your daughter, that man pays that father 50 pieces of silver and then the daughter has to marry her rapist and provide children for him. We would never even consider that in our morality today. So it changes throughout all time. So how do we figure this out? What is the true word? You know, two things. One, Lao Tzu never wanted the Tao to be written as a book. It is also known that in his first statement, the moment that you call the Tao a name, it is no longer the Tao. The moment that you put it into a book, it is no longer the Tao. Why? Because he said that it has to be experienced. The consciousness of the creator, the consciousness of the creative energy inside of you that matches you to the creator is an experiential thing. It is not something you can read and know. It is not something that you can jump up and down and shout and sing and let the vibration of the music change your body and know. It is something you have to experience in life. There's a Buddhist story that talks about how an older monk and a younger monk comes to the edge of the river. They see a distressed young lady. The older monk picks up the young lady, carries her across the river, puts her down. As the monks continue to walk, the younger monk is in distress because according to their doctrine, the monks are never to touch a woman. When they get to the compound, the older monk looks at the younger monk and says, "Why are you still distressed?" He says, "Because our order says that we should never touch a woman, and you touch that woman back there." The older monk says, "I put that woman down at the edge of that river, and you've been carrying her this whole time." You see, understanding who you are, knowing who you are as a spiritually divine being, that will connect you to the higher consciousness of the true understanding of the Creator, true understanding of this universe, and who you really are and how you really should live. That what you should be aspiring to is to become the greatest versions of yourself so that you can free yourself, so that you can be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. That is the understanding that you should have, and that the word, as it does say in Deuteronomy, is implanted on the hearts of men. That means that it's never in a book. It's never in someone's doctrine, because all those things continue to change. We don't have witch hunts today. Women aren't required to wear from the neck to the feet. It's in your hearts, in your minds, in your consciousness. Know that, and you'll know.